Hello everybody, welcome to our outdoor replicated longhouse. It's very fitting that today's story from the rabbit bag is told inside of this longhouse because I do tell my stories in the old longhouse fashion. Today's story is going to be Turtle and Beaver Race for the Pond. A long time ago, Turtle lived in the most spectacular pond. It had a beautiful boulder which he would sit upon, and the warm sun would warm his back. It had tall grasses and very tall trees along the outside of the pond that he would go and nibble on those grasses whenever he was hungry. He lived in this pond for 100 years. And every year when those cold winds from the north would begin to blow, he would swim down to the bottom of that pond, dig a hole in the mud, and rest. One year, while he was still resting, someone new discovered the pond. It was Beaver. "Ha," he said, "look at this beautiful, spectacular pond. I betcha I could chop some of those trees down from the other side of this pond and stack them up against this boulder and build my beautiful dam. I can make the waters rise on one side and lower on the other. Oh, this is going to be a beautiful, beautiful place to live." So he began. He would chop a tree down, stack it over on the boulder, chop a tree down, stack it over on the boulder, back and forth, until he built himself a beautiful, spectacular dam. And then he went inside to rest for the rest of the winter. When spring came, Turtle began to dig himself out of the mud. And he started to swim towards the top of that pond. But something was different. It was taking him longer than usual. He thought, what has changed? When he finally reached the top of that pond and he looked around, he yelled, "Oh no! Something is going on with my pond. Where's my beautiful boulder? And look at the trees. Someone has chopped down some of my trees. Who has been in my pond?" Just then, he heard an interesting sound. Flop. And this creature swam towards him with big, big, sharp front teeth. "Your pond," he said. "This is not your pond. Obviously, this is my pond. Look at that dam that I built. Where have you been? This is my pond for quite some time now." "Oh, no," said the turtle. "I was hibernating. That's what turtles do. While I was asleep, you must have come along to this pond and taken over. But no, I am not going to leave this pond, for this is where I have lived for 100 years." "I will certainly not leave either," said the beaver, "for I have done all this hard work to build this beautiful dam." "There's only one solution," the beaver said. "We need to fight to see who gets to stay and who has to leave." "Uh-oh," thought the turtle. "Fight? I'm not very good at that. I better come up with some excuse, some way to get out of this." Mr. Beaver," said the turtle, "you don't know this about me, but I am the most ferocious creature in this forest. If we were to have a fight, it would not be fair. We're going to have to come up with some other solution." Thought the beaver. "He's ferocious. I'm a little worried. Okay then, turtle. How about if we both race across the pond to the other side? Whoever gets there first gets to stay. Who gets there last has to leave. We both can swim." "Uh-oh," thought the turtle. "Once again, I am not a very fast swimmer. I'm going to have to come up with something, and I'm going to have to come up with something fast. Excuse me, Beaver, but not only am I the most ferocious creature in this forest, I am also a fast swimmer. I could swim right past you in a blink of an eye, and you wouldn't even see it. I think the only way we're going to be able to do this is if I give you a head start. Then that would be fair." Thought the beaver. "He's ferocious. He's fast. I'm beginning to worry if I shall win this challenge or not." "Okay, I accept," said the beaver. So they both lined up at the edge of the pond. And Beaver jumped in first and began to swim frantically. Turtle jumped in after him and caught up to that turtle and gently bit onto the back of the beaver's tail. Now the beaver is swimming quite frantically, and he's thinking to himself, I have not seen that turtle. Where is he? Could he have passed me already? And he began to swim faster and faster. And the faster he swam, the quicker he was towing Turtle behind him. When they got to the edge of the pond, Turtle bit down really hard on the back of that beaver's tail. And that so startled that beaver that his tail went up in the air. Turtle let go and landed on the other edge of the pond. When Beaver arrived, he saw that Turtle was already there, and he grew sad. He said, Turtle, you have won this competition fair and square. It is I who have to leave. I don't know where I'll go. I have no home built. And this made him very, very sad. Upon seeing this, Turtle started to feel guilty. He said, you know, I have a confession to make, Beaver. I wasn't being very honest with you. I am not the most ferocious creature in this forest. In fact, I'm a chicken. When I see something scary, I pop inside my shell and I hide. And when I told you that I was the fastest swimmer, that was a lie as well. I am actually one of the slowest moving creatures here in the forest. I thought that I needed to cheat in order to win this competition. And now I feel badly about this because now you don't have a home. Do you think we can compromise, Beaver? Do you think we can come up with a way that we can share this pond so that the both of us can live here happily? And so they did. Beaver took down some of those long trees that he used to build his dam, and the water started to lower, and Turtle got back his boulder in which to sun himself upon. And the rest of the time, the turtle and the beaver lived there happily ever after. This story teaches us about compromise, about how you don't have to cheat or lie in order to win something. Sometimes if you just discuss it and come up with another solution, a compromise, sometimes that's the best way. Thank you.